Bonjour mon petit chiffre, Amber here. When I set out to do this video, I was just starting my December Read With Me vlog as usual, and I was just going to keep the clips from the CVV event and me reading the book in my vlog as usual. And then along the way reading the book, I decided that I've realized more so that this needed to be its own thing. So what you're about to watch is my Children of Virtue and Vengeance experience, getting the book, going to the launch, seeing Tommy, going to the Philly signing, and then reading the book. It's an adventure. I think I might actually insert the clip from the beginning, a part of the clip from the beginning of my reading vlog, because I talked about the event before, and I just kind of like introed the situation, so that's probably what you'll see now. Tomorrow is the release date. Finally, I've been waiting for this for over a year, I think, and the launch of Children of Virtue and Vengeance, CVV, the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. And actually just maybe an hour ago, I finished listening to Children of Blood and Bone. I did a brief reread basically to prepare for the book drop tomorrow, because my priority for December, going to the book launch for that tomorrow. I can't wait to see Tommy. I can't wait to get my hands on this book and read it and just get back in this world. I have some words for Inan. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. We're here. Hear me now. Hello. We're waiting for the CVV event to start. It's 7:42. We were supposed to start 12 minutes ago, but you know,
hashtag CPT.
But I just thought I'd try to get some content. So Tisha's here. My mom is there. Content.
Good evening, book booths. My name is Noelle Santos, and I am the proprietress of the Lit Bar. The Lit Bar is the official bookstore of Wakanda and the Bronx, located at 131 Alexander Avenue. The Lit Bar is the only bookstore in our borough, a community of over 1.5 million people. Just let that sink in. Our mission is to create a haven that inspires reading, highlight diverse voices, and increase intellectual visibility in the Bronx. We got the whole Adeyemi family in the house tonight. Thank you. Thank you for gifting us with the gem that is Tomi Adeyemi. Macmillan Publishing, thank you for investing in the voice that is Tomi Adeyemi. Finally, Tanaja Smith Butler. Come on out. She came ready. Yeah. Let's go. Tanaja Smith Butler graduated this year from SUNY Oswego with a degree in zoology. And she is our events coordinator in training, our in-house evangelist for sci-fi and fantasy. And I have never seen joy like the moment when I announced that we booked this event. It's only right that we name the unofficial president of the unofficial Tomi Adeyemi fan club as tonight's conversation partner. And now it's my distinct honor to introduce the star of this show, a Nigerian-American writer and creative writing coach based in San Diego, California. But tonight, she is in the Bronx. After graduating from Harvard, an honors degree in English literature, she received a fellowship that allowed her to study West African mythology and culture in Salvador, Brazil. When she's not working on her novels or watching Scandal, she can be found blogging and teaching creative writing at tomiadeyemi.com. Her website has been named one of the 101 best websites for writers by Writer's Digest. Her debut West African YA fantasy novel is Children of Blood and Bone, with the highly anticipated sequel, Children of Virtue and Vengeance, which drops today. The Children of Blood and Bone movie is currently in development with She didn't come to play, she came to slay. She came to bring vengeance. Vengeance on these what?
Vengeance on these hoes!
Vengeance on these hoes! Welcome Tony Arnagami!
Yes, ma'am! This outfit.
It was going to come. I didn't actually believe it, and now we're here. So I need you guys to stand. I have a vision.
Yes, I've been waiting.
I'm a fan of K-pop, and I like it. I like K-pop because when you're at the concert and the song's about to come, everyone joins together in a chant that warms you up and it unifies you. So we know what the chant is because we just did it. I'm going to say the PG-13 version is vengeance on these woes. If you know what rhymes with that, we're all shouting, so it's a safe space. If you have young ears, woes is defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary as anything that keeps you down, that gets in your way. And I want us to declare vengeance on all of that, so we're just going to do it a couple times. I'm going to say vengeance on these what? Whoa. And you say vengeance on these hoes. Okay? Just a couple times. This is my vision. I've had this in my head. So, vengeance on these what?
Vengeance on these hoes!
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 Magic finally to Orisha. So what can we expect in Virtual Vengeance? Like we got the goal, but
Yeah, so it's the, everyone was really mad at me about the cliffhanger because they're like, what does this mean? And I was like, you'll find out. It's a trilogy. So yeah, book 2 picks up about 3 weeks after the event of book 1, and so I'm sorry if you haven't read book 1. I think it's just easier to do sport. I don't know. I can't protect you. Okay, so they have this goal to get magic back, and it kind of culminates in this really explosive, like epic battle. And in the epilogue, Zaylee wakes up and she's like, "Oh, did it work?" And they're like, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, it didn't work." And then she sees, this magic around Amari's hand, and it's like people are like, I didn't know, what did that mean? I didn't know what that meant. When I ended it, I was like, I'll figure it out. I was like, well, this is good. This changes it up a little bit. So book 2 starts about 3 weeks after that. They have this partnership. They've accomplished these great things, but they still have a complicated history with each other. And so seeing how that grows, seeing how that's challenged, seeing how they each kind of grow into their own. It was really cool to give Amari magic. It was really satisfying, but it was also really like I like to mess things up. I can guarantee you she does. I mess a lot up, so it was a very cool new dynamic to write her, because she used to be a little bit more on the side, still a main character, but when it came to what can I do, it was sort of like, okay, we could do this, and then like pass the football to Zaylee, and then Zaylee would go like, and now Amari's like, well, I can also, and then is mine better than yours? And like having that dynamic.
How is that going to affect their relationship together?
Yeah, well, that's the whole.
Thank you, Christy, for
hands are like, oh, what if this motorcycle could fly? And like a lot of my stories are like, I'll build a whole world based off something like that thin. So this was very cool because I got to build it off of my culture. I got to include Yoruba translations from my mother. I got to include like the way Nigerians troll each other. We give each other so much shade, and that's like, and it's shade with love. And so that was really wonderful for me, just to get to do that and then to share that in this sense. So I think it's kind of about finding a fun way to engage with it rated like, oh, do you love music? They take you to the music. You go to fashion, you know, like find that thing that you gravitate to normally, and then I think connecting in that way is not only healing, but really like self-actualizing. Thank you. Hi, Sailor, what's your name?
January.
Can I have a hug? Beautiful.
I'm good.
I've seen you. This is the best daily cosplay I've ever seen. Thank you.
Yes, credits to my mom.
Yes.
My question is, were there any real people in your life that inspired you for like any of the traits for the characters?
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Let's talk for that question. Yeah, I pull a lot from real life and from people. So I took a lot of myself and put in the characters. I took a lot of my siblings and put them into the characters. I took a lot of my own mom and put it into the motherly characters. And so, why do you want to write too?
Well, yes.
Yes? Okay. That's good. You're already so far ahead of me. I didn't go to my first book event until I was like 20, so you were so far ahead of me. And I did not look as cool as you. But yeah, I think it's cool and fun to engage with that, because when so much are things you're imagining, but you don't have to imagine everything. You can say, okay, how would I feel? How would my brother feel if he was having fun living his life, and then I said, hey, I'm going to destroy everything and we're going to go on an adventure. You know? So yeah, I like imagining things in that way. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. We would not be here if I was writing, because I could barely write both of these books. I would definitely, like, if this does become kind of the franchise we all want it to be, I would definitely love to like write an installment or co-write an installment. But the cool thing, you don't get to, like, you know, with any movie, you see that credit list at the end. There are so many people. So even if you were the biggest micromanager in the world, the biggest perfectionist in the world, you'll never be able to control everything, nor should you. Because I don't want to say this is the sound design. I want to work with an amazing sound designer and have that passion and that artistry like woven over the thing or the costume. I think Black Panther was a really good example of that, where it wasn't just you had a great actor, director, or writer, but you had great costume design, you had great setting design. You could feel you had great music, and it all rolled together to a really epic tale. So I'm really excited because that's what it's been for the past 3 years with the team.
Yes, you do. Yes, absolutely.
So did you get any actual content?
I think I filmed, I don't know, did you film anything? I filmed the vengeance on these hoes. That's it, that's all I got. But we're on the train now, post-event. And content. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did enjoy myself, but I'm tired.
I'm very tired. I met Tommy's mom. We met Tommy's mom. She's great.
It's fantastic.
I'm really tired. I don't know. There's no purpose to this. I'm gonna do it all again tomorrow.
Happy launch day, Ryan.
Oh yeah. Go buy Reverie. It's out now. Welcome to day 2 of CVV. Hey.
Very happy when you read. Y'all already know because y'all already read the amazing work that she's done before. So let's give her a round of applause. I'm sorry, my name is Mark. I'm the owner of Uncle Bobby's Coffee and Books, and this is our authors series. Every week, we try to bring in the best authors from around the world who have something to offer our community, who have something to say to our condition, to our experience, to our hearts, to our imaginations. And we got somebody that does all of that, and she's a dope writer too. And you know what? I'm gonna let you take it from here, because I know you want to give the grand introduction to our esteemed guest. I'm gonna move out the way and take in all this great conversation. Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So,
That's one more thing.
Tommy Adeyemi is the #1 New York Times best-selling Google award-winning author. I'm trying to do this thing now where I like really make sure I process and take it in. I'm so appreciative you guys for coming out. Thank you. But we're gonna warm up. We're gonna warm up, so I want you to stand up. Here we go. Here we go. If you follow me on Instagram, you might be a little bit prepared, but because we're in a church, we're gonna alter it. Because for me, this book, both like creating it and the actual story in itself, you know, the characters have so much they have to get through. I think in life we have so much to get through. And so something that helped me throughout this is I would kind of go in the mirror and I'd be like, vengeance on these deadlines, vengeance on my anxiety, vengeance on my doubts. And so that we can kind of classify that as a woe, like a woe, anything that gets you down. So I just want us to do it together. I'm gonna say vengeance on these what, and you're gonna reply, vengeance on these woes, but you're gonna scream it as loud as you can. Because that's where the catharsis is. It doesn't feel good to be like, vengeance on these woes. You have to be like, vengeance on these woes! So we're gonna do it just a couple times just to warm us up, just to get connected. So, vengeance on these what? Vengeance on these woes! 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 We're dead, we're good.
I think we're moving in the right direction. Definitely, we obviously have these big commercial successes to look to. We have like Black Panther, we have The Give, we have Children of Blood and Bone. So we do have these big sort of like, to me it's kind of the equivalent of when Obama was elected though. And people are like, racism is over! And we're like, no it's not! And people didn't believe us, but it's like, and that's so, it's kind of like the, sort of like the book too, is like, you know, we focused so hard on Obama getting elected. And it meant so much to us, and it was and is still a beacon of hope. But during that time, you know, that during his terms, that's when Trayvon Martin was shot. You know, that's when the national spotlight came to police brutality. And then we obviously know what happened after he was in office. So for me, I bring that up a lot because I don't want us to get complacent, especially in entertainment and arts, because that's what fosters empathy, and I think that's what our world needs most right now. But yes, I think we're moving in the right direction, but like, we gotta move in that direction very aggressively for decades, if not centuries, to be like, racism is over! And it's not, you know, like this is still a short time. And 2, 3 books, 1 movie, they mean a lot, they change a lot, they pull things in the right direction, but that's not enough to counteract hundreds of years of one point of view, one story, complete erasure. So I feel like we're moving, but we still have so much work to do.
Hello, I'm back in the Eeyore onesie. I'm finally able to just be home and just relax. I feel like I was run over by a truck, in case you were wondering. We're currently watching his Dark Materials. Lin-Manuel Miranda is on my TV. And I'm finally sitting down to start. Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I've had this book in my possession for 2 days now. And I finally have time to start reading it. Hopefully, because I'm still very exhausted, and as you can possibly hear, there's like a cold brewing. But I'm gonna get comfy. I'm gonna get all my sticky tabs out, and I'm gonna read this book. And I'm gonna probably scream a lot and maybe cry a little bit, because I did read the first 3 sentences when I was in line for the launch, and I'm not ready. But I'm excited. Here we go. It me. I don't know why it's almost hard for me to open it and actually get started. I keep saying I'm gonna get started and then I just don't do it. I don't know, it's just, I've been waiting for this book for so long, and I don't know, I'm almost nervous to start reading the book, and also like nervous to just like speed through it, and just after waiting for so long, then I'll just be done with it for God knows how long until the final book. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I need to do it. Okay. Okay. Hi. Ooh. My eyelashes just like fell right in my eye. So I'm taking a break. I've reached chapter 6 and things are popping off. So I need to take a break before things get really wild to get some candle stuff done. I have a whole batch of candles that I have to fulfill. I'm currently in the last 2 days of my Black Friday Cyber Week sale, and I didn't expect as many sales as I've gotten. I'm not complaining. I'm very thankful, but I have some things my neighbor actually ordered a whole batch of the Anne with an E candles, so I have to pour those because I had just sold my last ones when she asked. I'm sorry if you hear my mom rattling bags in the background.
I'm sorry.
So that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm about to pour her candles, and I have some things for a Finnick O'Dare candle, and I also have wax I can finish my Serpent and Dove candle. So I'm gonna be busy. I'm on chapter 6 of CVV and I'm already stressed out. First of all, I'm not naked. I got hot in this onesie, so it's like tied around me. So I'm only 9 chapters in, and the last time you saw me, I was taking a break because I was stressing, and I was working on candles. Went to sit back down while the wax is cooling, read 2 more chapters, and I already need another break. Tommy, I'm stressed and sweating and just... Ow. Oh! Alright, let's get back to this mess. And I mean mess in the most loving, pleasant, happy way possible. It's day 2 of reading CVV. I think I've decided I'm just going to make this a CVV reading vlog. And do the rest of December separately. I'm on page 116, chapter 24. And let the stress begin. Why am I just finding out that Reba McEntire did a cover of If I Were a Boy by Beyonce Giselle? And it's amazing because I love Reba. Reba is my country queen. Anyway, I just got in from shipping a big old Barney bag of candles, and I'm about to send off their tracking numbers. And then, what do I have to do? I have to reheat some of the tops of some of the candles I just made. That looked really inappropriate in my shadow. And then I'm going to get back to reading because things are happening. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember what it was, so. Yep. Okay, so we just watched both Santa Claus movies, and I should be in a pleasant mood, but I'm so angry. Ooh, I want to hit something. I've been yelling at everyone and everything for the past couple of chapters, and ooh, y'all some idiots. Oh my god, I'm so mad. And it's just getting progressively worse. Also, I'm not just sitting here in a bra. I have my onesie on. I just realized how I looked, but I got hot, so I took it off. I'm supposed to be doing, I'm working on some candles, which should be relaxing me, but I feel so tense, and I have 2 packages that I need to open up, but I'll do that later. I can't stop reading right now. Tell me why.
Afraid of the dark too long. You know. Long time. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh god, I'm crying real tears. Okay, alright. I need a break. You've got to be kidding me. I was supposed to stop reading this like a couple chapters ago for the day, and I don't deserve this. Oh my god, okay. The scene, never mind. I was gonna say what this scene reminds me of, but this would be a spoiler. That was so cute. Can you see the sweat on my nose? Jesus. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore, Tommy. I don't want to do this anymore. Please put... What?
So he's clearly rejected most of them and just done whatever he wanted to do. His main focus
What? What? Pardon?
And that seems to be the first stage from his mind.
You tell me y'all.
It's been weeks since Apollo's sentencing, and he is still waiting on this letter from
Who died?
Prison, and he will be incarcerated.
Did your character die?
With him, is he, wrecked something, and he got into trouble somewhere. It's funny, so we just gonna follow the purpose and the plan and work it out. Oh, it is her. Portia.
One eternity later.
Okay, so my blood pressure has come down a little bit, and I realized I said hours ago I was going to show you the things I got in the mail earlier, and I never did it. I just kept reading, and I said, I'll talk about reading again. I'm getting stressed out again. Tommy and I need to have a word. But the first thing I got was my book of the month YA selection, and I'm super excited for this month's box because this month I chose, for my December book of the month YA, I chose Reverie by Ryan LaSala, which is one of my most anticipated reads of the year. I wanted to go to the launch of this book so bad, but unfortunately it was the same day as the CVV launch, and I wasn't going to miss that. But I am really glad to have this book. I love the synopsis, sounds so good. Also, Ryan is such a spectacular person. One, his social media presence is golden, and I met him a few months ago at a book launch, and I got the ARC for this, and I've met him a few times after that, and he's very encouraging when it comes to my writing, so I can't wait to read this. And the second thing that I got is this. I'm showing you the back because my address is on the front, and this is from Dustin Pages, and I'm really excited about this. Actually, this came just in time, I guess. My hands are still shaking. I treated myself, treat yourself, for Black Friday, and I ordered 2 pens from Dustin Pages. The first one I've wanted them both for such a long time, but the first one I'm going to show you I had in my cart, and then they like sold out of it, and it was just gone, and then they restocked it for, I guess, the holidays. I'm so excited. And it's a Narnia pen. It's the wardrobe, the Narnia wardrobe, and if you can see the lamppost through it. And I love it so much. It says on the little card, "One day you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again." I actually really love that quote, and there was no way I could let this go out of stock again. Y'all know I love Narnia. It was the first series I was obsessed with. That was basically the series that I learned how to read with, and yeah. And the second pen goes with this whole reading vlog, and I finally got this Children of Blood and Bone Zaley pen,
and I think this is so gorgeous. I remember this was in I think it was a subscription box. I don't remember what it was, if it was like a candle subscription box with CBB candles, but I've wanted it ever since then, and I had to get it during the Black Friday sale. In fact, Dustin Pages, they had a table at Booknet Fest, and I was desperately hoping they had brought this pen with them, but they didn't. But I have it now after my heart's been ripped out of my chest again, but it's fine. It's totally cool. At least it's Zaylee, because everyone else can choke. Okay, so I realized I actually also never closed out this vlog. As you've seen and gathered, I have finished reading Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I have a lot of thoughts and emotions about this book. Let's just try to keep this concise. I had so many high hopes for this book. I loved book 1 so much. We know this is not a surprise. There's a piece of this book permanently on my skin. Permanently, I almost said forever, but that's what permanent means. And I wasn't disappointed. Okay, so for me, it's, first of all, I love this story. I love the world that Tomi has created and that I've been thrust in. I love this journey that we're on with the characters. Even though most of them piss me off right now, this book is so good. It's such an emotional roller coaster. My emotions are still all the way out of whack. I love Zaylee. I'm so attached to this world and these characters and this story, and I know I say this all the time, but I think I just hold it so close to my heart because, like, I wish I had these books when I was younger. I am from the generation that grew up with Harry Potter, and I love Harry Potter, don't get me wrong, but who in Harry Potter looked anything like me? Like for real, let's be very real with this. On a personal level, it's like, wow, I can see me, I can see my family members and my friends and like these heroes on these epic adventures all with magic and powers, and just like in situations that we haven't been allowed, spaces that we haven't been invited into before. Anyway, so like on a personal level, it means the world to me. Like, my kids are gonna kids. Hypothetically speaking, a child escapes my womb. These are the books that they're gonna grow up with, and just not just CBB, but like that's the first time like it hit me like, whoa. And not just like as a personal thing. I said this to Tomi. It's also impacted like my writing, because like she said many times, reading this book, I realized that I've been writing forever, but like the characters that I've been writing main characters, stories that don't reflect me as a person and aren't like, it's not, and now like it's like, oh, I can see myself, like I can write myself and my friends and my family and just us into these stories and these worlds, and like it inspires me to then create worlds and characters that can then be mirrors for the future generation. Anyway, I didn't mean to get this deep. I'm so attached to these books, and I'm so proud to have like I just mentioned before, a piece of the book on me forever. And just, I know book 3 is going to destroy me, to wreck me. The way this book ended was disrespectful. Tomi, I don't know what I'm going to do from now until book 3, and then after book 3, I don't know what I'm going to do when it's over. I don't want to think about it, but I loved this book. I knew I was going to, but like, there are very few books that I feel I'm this invested in. I'm this like emotionally attached to. Not just like, oh, this is fun, but like I went from 1 minute being in a blind rage over certain characters being idiots to like sobbing over other characters, like just I'm very, very happy. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do till book 3. If you'd like to please follow me on Instagram or social media or whatever, so that we can talk and theorize about this book, because specifically the ending, because I have thoughts, and this is not necessarily a spoiler, but whatever. What in the transatlantic slave trade is going on here? That's all I'm gonna say. But thank you for watching this reading vlog. If you've gotten through it, you're a real one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you think I should do more reading vlogs for specific books rather than just like my monthly vlogs, please give it a thumbs up and let me know down below. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down below so you can follow me, and I'll follow you back, and we can be buds, and I'll see you very soon.